Hello there, everyone. This is Glenn Setchfield, Vice President of Marketing at DMI. And today I want to talk about DMI's new business coach program with Tom Perrone. Thanks for joining me, Coach Tom. And it's good to
Thank
see
you,
you.
Glenn. Yeah, same here. Appreciate it.
Well, we're so glad to have you and really to announce this new partnership that we have with you. I mean, you've come on board to help financial professionals hone in on the business owner market in a way we haven't been able to do so in the past with DMI's exclusive business coach program. So let's just dig right in. Who needs a business coach or a mentor?
Glenn, in my 54 years of practice and being involved with the business owners, I can tell you that anybody who wants to be in the business market needs to have a coach because there's so many moving elements and knowledge you have to know that it's hard. You could read an article, you could read a flyer, but until you experience it, you won't have the success that you can potentially have where someone like myself who's been involved for many years can teach you. That would be a person who might be involved with businesses today, but they're not going too deep. Example, I see agents doing buy and sell agreements and they're funding it with term insurance, where if they did deeper, they could obviously use permanent life insurance, which would be the best thing to use. Then I see people that are trying to get into the business market, but they really don't know how to get the business owner to listen. And these are the things that I teach people to get into the business and have a lot of activity the right way.
Yeah, so you think this is a big opportunity to blitz the business market by speaking to the unique motivations of business owners, correct?
Absolutely. Questioning is the key thing to business owners and getting their attention. And over the years, I've developed response marketing with articles. You know, I'm an author and wrote a book, Unlocking Your Business DNA.
Great.
Yeah, it is. And I have my people that I mentor, I give them, they buy the book for like $3 and they hand them out with a little note in the book and say, you got to meet Perrone and talk to him. He's the author. And I get more calls to talk about with business owners because they scan the book and they see all the things they should have been doing and they're not doing, and it disrupts their flow, and they get a little scared about I'm making mistakes and I don't know what mistakes I'm making.
Well, this is a huge opportunity. I mean, there's 33 million business owners in the US alone. So, you've been running your business for how many years?
This is 54 years.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Congratulations. And you know what? You've seen just about everything that a business owner can throw at you, right? So what motivates you to work with business owners?
In my book, and anybody who would like the book, I'd be more than happy to have DMI send it to them or send the ebook. But here's the key thing. In 1970, when I came into the business, my father owned a business and I was very new. I knew nothing. I knew nothing. Well, that next year, my father at 51 dies of a heart attack. And I saw our family business that was so profitable go and was sold for pennies on the dollars within 3 years. But more importantly, I saw my 49-year-old mother with 5 children have to sell her home to come up with money because my father didn't do any planning. And the sad thing there is Italian moms love to cook for the kids. My mother had an open door policy. She cooked for the whole neighborhood. Well, when she had to sell her home and move into the rents in different neighborhoods, I saw that passion just lost, and it really was terrible. And I decided that this shouldn't happen to people who own businesses because they work too hard. So from 1971 to now, I focused on building a practice around teaching business owners how to avoid the mistakes they don't even know they're aware of so they can enjoy what they're building now. That makes
Well,
sense.
well, that's a powerful story, and it seems that you relate to both sides. So the business owner, their family, the financial professional. So that really puts you in kind of a unique position to be a mentor for advisors, don't you think?
Yeah, it does. And here's another reason. I ran a very nice business with 3 to 5 people at staff at different times. And so I know what it's like to have cash flow problems, go to the bank, to do all these things, have good employees, have a culture in my business. I know that. A lot of advisors don't run their businesses. They're either at a house or one-man operation. They don't have a staff, so they don't know the pressure businessmen are under and what a business person thinks about daily, payroll Friday, that kind of thing. So one of the things I do in my teaching is to get into the heads of a business owner. And the first 3 lessons that I do with my teammates, which are my students, is to teach them to not be intimidated by business owners, their CPAs, or their attorneys. They don't have to, because there's a good chance the advisor knows more than those people about business. And I make sure I teach them that. So they go in very confidently that they can talk to a business owner and know that they have a back office to help them out, that kind of thing.
Do you think it boils down to asking all the right questions or calling all the right plays, so to speak, to use a sports analogy? Can you tell us a little bit more about the Destiny game plan for business owners?
Yeah. To answer your question about the questioning is very important. Agents and advisors don't ask the right questions, and they don't ask motivating questions to make the business owner think. Why do you do it this way? When did you do this? How come you did it that? Okay, those type of things. The Destiny plan is something I developed years ago, and it's allowed me to, in my 40-something years of practice out of the 50, only work 80 days a year to create the revenue I needed, seeing all my kids, all their school meetings, their baseball games, and all. And I designed it so that I put the education on the client, and I developed through videos, and in about 2.5 hours of studying and video, they will be able to define their destiny and what the problems are. And they can do it on the weekend. They don't have to do it when they're working. Business owners do not want to work on their business when they want to work in it. So if you say, I got to see it for 3 hours on Wednesday afternoon, they don't want to see you. So I made it very easy, especially today's technology. Most of our clients will take my kit and go home, and I tell them, I'll see you in 3 weeks, finish the 2 or 3 things I've asked you to do, and we'll have a conversation. And the conversation really is about, Tom, I went through the list, and these are the 3 things that are really bothering me. Let's talk about it. And through all of that, I get to discuss with them over lunch or Zoom, what are those big things that they know are problems, they just don't know how to solve them. That's when I put together a discovery for them. And through videos and things like that, it's very, very effective for them to learn. And once they learn and understand and not being force-fed, they're more apt to write the check. And most of my cases are basically end up being an order taker. Glenn, it's going to cost $70,000. Let's get this done by the end of February. Okay, we can do that.
Yeah, I think it's a good point. It's like business owners, they get a little bit, I don't know if myopic is the right word, but just so embedded in the business, they're forgetting about, okay, the direction of what they're really doing for planning. And as you described, like zero tax wealth, correct?
Yes.
And so one other question, and this is a bit of a doozy, but why DMI?
No, that's a good question. I didn't just fall off the pumpkin truck, is that what they say? Over the years, I've had the experience of working with a lot of different agencies that offer services. But in the business market, you got to go deep. You have to have a lot of knowledge, which I do, because I do it. But you also need a team that understands what you're talking about, what you're asking for. And I have found, I've been with DMI 20 years or so, and they are second to none. The service is great. They get back to me. When I do work with on the illustrations, he knows exactly what I'm talking about, because we talk about, that sophisticated part of the business, putting the plan together. And I have to tell you, Glenn, over the years, and just recently, I think 7 of my students signed up with DMI because they were not happy with the service they were getting. And they call me and they say, "Oh my God, this is a whole different world." Because DMI, through Brian's Toolage and all the people that work there, are so professional that they're top notch for what I do in life. It works, and they treat all the agents extremely well, the advisors, and they offer a great back office for people that need that. So my coaching program, and with DMI, I have the best of both worlds because I could call somebody. And the other day we had a problem. I called Keith, and he said, "We'll call this company and talk to this advanced underwriter." And I did. And within half an hour, I had it all solved. It was very nice. Yeah, good backroom stuff and a well-run organization.
Well, I think our goals dovetail perfectly together to take our partner agents to the next level. Our dedication to innovate, coupled with robust support and training programs, really uniquely positions DMI to elevate the success of high-performing life insurance agents, registered reps, registered investment advisors. I think that by aligning with DMI and now with you, Tom, Coach Tom, as our exclusive business market coach, financial professionals gain a very strategic ally dedicated to their advancement in the rapidly evolving financial landscape. And with that, if you're interested in working with DMI or learning more about our exclusive business market mentorship program with Tom, please visit DMI.com, call 781-919-2337, or click the link below to meet with us. We look forward to working with you directly. And that's because, as always, your success is our success. But Tom, thanks for helping us along the way. We really appreciate it.
My pleasure, Glenn. It'll be fun.